Hello everyone, welcome to Voxel. I hope you're doing fine. In this video, we're gonna discuss one of the reported task to exam questions that came in the exam that was held on 14th March 2026. The type of the question in this particular video is two-part essay that came in the exam. You will, if you don't know what kind of essay it is also called as double question. Even if you don't know what type of question it is, don't worry about that. We're going to look at the question right now so that you will get to know what kind of questions they are, like what kind of questions are called two part essays or double question, and how to solve them. So let's look at the question now. So this was the question that came in the exam. So let's read the question first. In more and more countries, people choose to give money on special occasions rather than giving gifts chosen personally. Why might this be the case? Is it a positive or negative development? So from here we can easily tell that this is the first question, first part of the essay, or this is the second. So this is double question. So we have been asked two separate questions. So this is our question statement. So the question statement is saying that in a lot in growing countries, so growing number of countries, what people are doing is that people are choosing to give money, okay, rather than, like, instead of giving gifts they chose personally. Like, what the examiner or what the question mean is, like, instead of going to the shops to choose particular gift for a particular person, now what people are doing is they're preferring to give money instead on special occasions, not on every time, on special occasions. So what kind of special occasions? If I ask you, can you name some special occasions for me? So what type of days or occasions you might say? Yeah, birthdays, marriages, anniversaries, housewarming parties, or any other achievement that you like, that you have in your life. They are called your special occasions. Hopefully it is clear. So now we'll first look at the other aspects, then we will discuss something more about this question. First, we'll look at the structure. So we're going to use the four paragraph structure. First will be the introduction, in which we will paraphrase the question and then answer the questions. Then body paragraph 1, in which we will answer the first question. Body paragraph 2, we will deal with the second question, and then conclusion. I hope it is clear. If not, don't worry. When we will look at the sample, you will get to know more about it. First, before beginning your essay, I always tell my students to think of the ideas. Okay, otherwise, if you start writing the essay after reading the question without making any plan, it will be very difficult for you, like almost impossible to get a band 7 or higher in your exam. So this is the question. Okay, you can pause the video like for as long as you want, then try to think of one or two ideas for the first question or one or two ideas for the second question. You can say positive, you can say negative, it doesn't matter. Better will be think about positive also, think about negative also. Okay, and for the first question, think about one or two ideas. So I'm going to tell you my ideas, what I thought about it. You can pause the video, and when you are ready with your ideas, you can continue. So for the first question, these are my ideas: busier, flexibility, cultural shift. Okay, let's discuss about them in brief. So if I say busier, I can explain it in, like, they are like because of competition, jobs or whatever, they have to spend more time in their workplaces, so that's why they are busier. So that's why they don't have energy or time to go to the market and shop for the particular person. Clear? Or you can say second idea, flexibility. What you can say in this is, it's convenient. Yeah, okay, it gives options to both. Okay, for the recipient, obviously it will give them options, what they can do whatever they want to do with this particular money. Third, you can say cultural shift, like from the from the traditional part to the modern culture. They are changing, people are changing, leading towards the modern culture. So they are trying to give money as a gift. Clear? So let me remove here. for the second question, if you want to say it's a positive development, why? Because it reduces waste. What I mean by this is like unwanted gifts are taken out of the question. Like you do not have to deal with unwanted gift and then you have to throw those gifts or unnecessary gifts. Like you already have some kitchenware, and if that kitchenware is again gifted to you by two or three people, you have to throw. Even if you don't have, if like two or three people are giving the same gift, what you will be only able to use one. Okay, what else will you do with the two or three or more than that? You have to either throw them out or give them to somebody else, so it reduces waste. If you want to say negative, you can say it is negative. Why? Because it lack personal touch. Okay, because of the lack of personal touch, it's a negative. The recipient of the gift will think that he or she is not that important for the giver. For example, if somebody is giving, I'm just taking an example, if somebody is giving me money in on my birthday, so I may think that I am not that important for that particular person, that's why he or she doesn't know about my likes or dislikes. Though it's not true, but it can be the case, so you can say it's negative in that sense. I hope it is clear. Let's move on. So now we'll look at the introduction first. So for introduction, what we're gonna do is, this is our statement that we have read. Okay, we're gonna paraphrase it. So what I mean by paraphrasing is, we're gonna write the same statement but in our own words, like words different from the given words given in the question, but the meaning should be the same. So let's see the paraphrasing. The number of nations where individuals prefer to give money as present instead of giving gifts the traditional way on special occasions is increasing. I hope it is clear. So instead of, you can say rather than, we have written instead of, people, individuals. So this is how we can change our paraphrasing words. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna talk about the first question and the second question. So this is our first question. This change can be attributed to busy modern life. So we have picked the idea of busy life. So we have, what is the reason for this particular change? Because of the more busy modern life. And positive or negative, I believe it is a welcome development. So welcome development just means positive, because it reduces waste. This reduces waste is our idea. So from here to here, this is our paraphrasing, this is our first question, and this is our second question. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the body paragraphs. So in body paragraph 1, we're going to deal with the first question. In body paragraph 2, we will deal with the second question. So, body paragraph 1. The main reason more people around the globe are leaning towards cash is that humans have become busier. So, we're talking about the reason, and this is the reason that people have become busier. Now, we're gonna expand on it. Due to stiff competition, workers are forced to spend more time in their workplaces to exceed in their careers, leaving them with limited time to select a thoughtful gift. Oh, why they are busier? Because obviously the competition has increased a lot. So that's why people are forced to spend more time in their workplaces, like in their companies, on their job. They have to spend more time. Why? Because if they want to excel in their career, move ahead in their career, get promotion, that all will receive promotion, they will have to do overwork, overtime, whatever they have to do. And because of this, they don't have enough time to go to the market and select a thoughtful gift. Clear? Now, therefore, after a hectic day at work, many individuals struggle to find time and energy to visit stores, browse through products, and make a tough decision about a perfect gift for the intended person. And even then, they are not sure whether the gift will be useful. So, first and foremost, after a hectic day at work, they are not left with too much time or too much energy. As we have already told them, they are not left with too much time and also energy. Now why they need energy? Because they have to visit the stores, so they have to get out of their house, go to the markets, visit different stores. Then when they go to a particular store, they have to browse through products, Like they have to look through different kind of products and think about that particular thing, and then they have to make a tough decision about the perfect gift. Like, will it be a perfect gift for that particular person that I want to give it to, or is it useful for him or her? So you have to think about lot of permutations and combinations. Okay, so it's not an easy decision to choose a good perfect gift for somebody special, or for anyone for that particular matter. And even if you do all those things, you are not sure whether that gift will be useful. So for you, you may think that that gift is useful, but for that particular person, that gift may be completely useless, a piece of garbage, whatever you want to call it. Clear? Now, moving forward, consequently, monetary gifts are becoming the norm, allowing individuals to show their appreciation without the need of extensive shopping rituals. So, what happens as a result of all this drama? They, the money, giving money as a gift, it's becoming the new normal. So it is allow what it is like beneficial. Why? Because it allows individuals to show their appreciation without going through the extensive shopping ritual. Clear? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to give the example for this. In India, for example, it is common for people to give money as a gift to couples on weddings or birthdays as a token of their love. So, yeah, in India or in like many countries, it's quite common for people to give money. So they can give money to the couple for okay, on their wedding, so they can give money to birthday boy or birthday girl to show their love. I hope it is clear. So moving ahead, body paragraph 2. In this, we're going to deal with the second question, positive or negative. As we already know, we have picked the positive side. So we are writing like this. In my opinion, this is advantageous as it takes unwanted gifts out of the equation. So yeah, because it reduces waste. Now we're going to expand on it. This is because most of the times the giver don't know the actual needs of the recipient of the gift, and there are high chances that someone might give them something that they already own or is completely useless for them. Sorry about that. So why it is a positive thing, why it takes unwanted gift out of the equation? Because usually we don't know the actual needs of the recipient or the person receiving the gift, and there are high chances that you might think this particular thing is useful for that particular person. It may be useful, but maybe they already have that particular thing at their home, or that is completely useless for them. Moreover, gifts given are often monotonous, and thus all but one are deemed unnecessary. So, if you might have seen, or that might have happened to you, or if you have like thrown any party or something like that, most of the time, many gifts are monotonous. Like, if you are a student, I like when I was a student, and when I threw a party, usually I got pens or pencils as gift. So if I got like similar kind of gifts, I can only use one. Okay, so others will be seemed unnecessary. For example, if I talk about like grown-ups, oh, we can use pens, obviously. If I talk about grown-ups and they are getting kitchenwares as a gift, or clocks as a gift, or you can say, yeah, utensils as a gift, because they are quite common to give, or paintings as a gift, portraits as a gift. So what will they do? They can only hang one or two, okay, in their house or on the walls of their homes. But what will they do with the others? They will be deemed as unnecessary, so they either have to give them to somebody else or throw them out in the garbage. However, with money, the receiver can buy whatever they need and thus derives maximum utility from the gift. But if we give money as a gift, why it is advantageous? Well, obviously, we have to link it with the money as well. The receiver can buy whatever they want. Okay, they do not have to use those things that you gave them. They can buy according to their needs, and that's why they can derive the maximum utility from the gift. For instance, now we'll give some example to justify. If someone gives money to a young couple, they can use it to pay off their student debt or contribute towards down payment on a house, which is more valuable than a microwave or television. So yeah, if you are giving money to a young couple, they can use it to pay off their student debt. Obviously that's a big thing off their back. Okay. Or they can contribute towards a down payment, so they can use that money as a down payment on a house, and that is obviously much more valuable than a television or a microwave that they already have. I hope it is clear. Now moving towards conclusion. In conclusion, the trend of giving money instead of gifts is catching on because of modern lifestyles, and I think it is positive because it helps to curb useless gifts. So now we have talked about the question here. This was our question. This is our first this is our paraphrasing of the question. This is our first question's answer. Second, because of curbing useless gifts. That's our idea. I hope it is clear. So now, if you look at the complete sample answer, sorry about that. If you look at the complete sample answer, it will look something like this. Let me just. Okay. So it will look like this. So if you read this on its own, if you read this sample on its own, you will think, yeah, it's written, it's quite good. I understood everything, and I wish I was able to write like that. Don't worry about that. I will tell you what you can do to write like this, how you can write like this. But just look at this. So this is our introduction, this is our body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and it's our conclusion. Clear? So before telling you how to write like this, you have to understand the marking process, like how the essays are marked, how you can write a band score essay that is worthy of a band score 7 or more. So there are four parameters: task response, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy. If you want to read more about them, you can go to the IELTS official website, or you can go to our website of Voxel's website to read about these parameters in detail. And if you want band 7 but you are unable to get a band 7 even after multiple attempts, and you want our help so that we can tell you what are your weak areas and what not, you can go to our website. I will leave the link in my bio or in the description box, and you can get yourself enrolled in our online video course and classes. So what you will get in our online video course and classes, I will tell you at the end of this particular video. First, look at these look first we will take a look at these four parameters. So if you go to the website of IELTS or Voxel, you will find this is how the parameters are given to you. Right from band 0 to band 9, you will get some information, or you can say instructions. So if you want to get a band 9 in task achievement, you have to do this. C and C, you have to do this. In lexical resource, you have to do this. And in grammatical range and accuracy, you have to do this. Sorry about that. You have to do this. So now if you want a band 7 or more, what you have to do, what you can enroll in our video course, and what you will get in this course. First, you will get in-depth information about different types of task 1 and task 2 questions of both academic and GT. Don't worry if you want to do academic or general training. We have covered both types of task 1 and task 2 in our video course, along with the four parameters. Like we talk about, if you want to get a band 9 in the task response, what you have to do in that. If you want to get a band 9 in your grammar, your vocabulary, your C and C, what you have to do. We have not used these technical language. We have simplified it into do's and don'ts so that you can easily understand what you have to do, and more importantly what you should not do. So what you should do is important to know, is important to understand, but equally if not more important is to understand that what you should not do, that's also equally important. Okay, I hope you understood. So it's also equally important, if not more, that you understand what you should not do. So because if you don't know what things to avoid, and you do that along with you have what you have to do, your band score will suffer. So you have to do know both the things, what you should do and what you should not do. And not only that, you will get band 9 sample answers for Cambridge books for both task 1 and task 2 of both academic and GT. You will get band 9 sample answers. Okay, for example, if you want to read how to write a particular question of a particular book, for example, book number 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. So you want to, you don't know how to, what are the what can be the ideas or how to write this particular question. You can read band 9 sample answers of all the Cambridge books. Okay, and obviously we will tell you what teachers are looking for in your writing, like how your essay is marked, and how to give that to the teachers, like the do's and don'ts that I have already talked about, told you about. Clear? And as for our classes, you can also buy our writing correction service. Like in this particular service, what you will get is we will mark your essay according to the four parameters. Then we will tell you the likely score you are like the band scores you are likely to get in your IELTS exam if you give it today, and what you need to do to improve it to whatever band score you want. Or you can buy our one-to-one speaking slot. Again, we will take your speaking test the way IELTS conduct your speaking test one-to-one. We will to ask you about part 1, part 2, and part 3 according to the way the IELTS ask you about in your exam. So it will be just your mock exam, and we will mark your speaking according to the four parameters for the speaking module that is given by IELTS. You can check those parameters on IELTS website or on Voxel's website. And then we will tell you what are your weak areas, what are the strong areas, and what score are you likely to get if you give your speaking exam today. And if you want a higher band score than that, what you can do to improve your particular parameter and to achieve that particular band score. What you need to do, we will tell you all about that. So if you want more info, if you want to check the prices and other information, you can visit our website, that's voxel.org, and you will be able to find all the information that you need there. I hope you got this particular thing, and I hope this video was useful for you. If it was, you can share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.